All right, we back. Well, I'm just gonna have to hope that you guys are all honorable enough that you're not gonna do anything bad if you did happen to see my address. Which, you know, at least there's not too many people watching, and I hope I hit it fast enough, but... What? This is so effing stupid that they put your address on the page like that after when they're trying to do a sponsorship thing, and they're like, you have to show this on stream. Anyway, did it actually show up? Did my address actually show up on stream? I bet I want to know. I actually did just delete the VOD outright. I didn't even think about it. So I guess I could have like double checked the VOD first, but I don't. Yeah, now you can send me cheese pizzas. Well, hopefully you shouldn't be able to clip it. That's why I went offline and deleted it. So that no one could go back and clip it or anything. Wasn't really gonna look at the reflection on the glasses. Well, you wouldn't need to look at it because it was actually on the webpage, and I didn't realize that when you were looking at the menu options and you scroll down, it was going to be like, we're gonna ship these to this address. I'm not like super duper worried or anything like that, but it's just not good to have that kind of information out there so that people can find it. It hasn't happened in a long time, but when I was on GSL, people would threaten to kill me and stuff. I've heard some pretty nasty stuff that's happened to streamers that people found out where they lived. Although, generally those were women who were being stalked by men, but you know. The video was behind other windows, and you heard, oh crap, on the audio stuff. Okay. Yeah, people could swat me. Well, that's good to hear, Aradine. Thank you. Dox yourself by your sponsor to get $14 with one simple trick. Oh god. Use fake address and then swap it back. That actually is a pretty seven-head move. I should have done something like that. Well, what I should have done also was actually what I did with HelloFresh was I actually recorded it. I recorded the process ahead of time, and then I edited it to edit out any parts where my address might have shown. I probably should have just done that. But the sponsorship said that you're required to. Or maybe it's just recommended, but yeah, it's like, it's hard to tell sometimes what's required and what's recommended, but they said you're supposed to go to the webpage and sign up on stream to show people how easy it is, which it was fairly easy, to be fair. But anyway, now I gotta put the overlay back on. But you know, to be completely honest, like I wanted to. If I waited long enough to check if it showed, then I would have missed my opportunity to like delete it before anyone could clip it, basically. So, Beardmouth, they log it because the overlay is online and I'm online, and it's all through Stream Elements, and Stream Elements is an admin of my account, so they're actually recording that I'm online with the overlay showing. So that's how they can tell. So I don't have to like send them a VOD or anything like that for them to know, because they're actually recording it on the back end. Yeah, well, I guess if they call me on that, then I'll just say, well, guess what? Your effed up system where you required me to dox myself on stream it's your damn fault why I had to delete part of the references. But hey, look, it says 1 out of 42 now. Look at that. 1 out of 42. There we go. So yeah, but basically, now that I signed up and I get the discount, and then they're going to pay me for getting myself... And it even said, actually, in the instructions, it said that you signing up for your own sponsorship code counts as a conversion that like counts towards your total or whatever. So with the discount and with the money I'm gonna get back, it's free real estate. So I thank you guys for putting up with the sponsorship crap so I can eat. But I'm not going to talk about it too much. I will, I guess, it goes on for a month actually, so I guess I can let you guys know if it's actually good food when I get it in a week and a half. Where's this, there, I was trying to move that over a little bit. Okay. Skynet knows where I live, yes. Favorite keto foods? I don't do keto. Keto's a bit, yeah, keto's not healthy thing to do from what I've heard. These two Zerglings are gonna get a probe kill? Almost? Yes, they got the probe kill. Yes. What is it called? Outsider? Right? Outsider, yeah. Outsider is great. I love Outsider, actually. This map is always bonkers. Anyway, how's it going, Arid Eden? Thank you for joining the chat. Arid Eden, that's an interesting name. Arid. What is arid? Arid means like dry, doesn't it? Little or no rain. I guess if the Garden of Eden was, you know, a special, like, holy place, like God's little spot, then it wouldn't necessarily need rain. It could just miraculously grow everything, right? Without rain. So, I don't know, it's an interesting concept. But yeah, I might have ordered some extra stuff if they had, like, some protein shakes or something like that, but $5 per keto shake or whatever is a little bit much. You like it that it's a contradiction in terms? Okay, fair enough. I'm down with that. I'm a big fan of irony. One out of 42. Man, dude, if I actually like somehow had enough, if I actually got 42 people to sign up, I'd make so much freaking money off this thing. But basically, I did the sponsorship thinking I was just going to get one person to sign up, and that'd be me, and that I would come out ahead, and so that's fine. Actually, I think I can... I could probably check in, like, after 2 hours, I think I could turn it off, too. Let me see. Factor! Yeah, it's a little behind. It says I've streamed for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm supposed to stream for 2 hours, wait a day, and then stream for 2 hours again. So after the 2 hours are up, I can turn off the sponsor stuff. Oh, did I forget to change the players? Sorry. This is Reach. Versus Hyun. The man toss versus the normal human Zerg, I guess. I guess he's technically a man also. But he's not the man Zerg. Oh, he's gonna get the shuttle! Wait, there's not really anything in the shuttle anymore, is there? Oh, wow, that is a lot of air. He's like, even though I have Corsairs, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna get out of here. That's a lot of Scourge, man. He's really trying to take air control. Now, the thing is if he targets it right, he could still win. Like, with those Corsairs, he just has to make sure he targets the Scourge and kills the Scourge off, and then he can just 1v1 the Mutas. Wait, did he really save the shuttle? Yeah, see, he got almost all the Scourge. Oh, wait, there's more Scourge. Only 2 Corsairs died to Scourge, and then he can go after the Mutas. And the second round of Scourge, that was really good, actually. That was really well played by Reach. Hyun played it pretty well, too. But not as well. A 100 million Corsairs. Tasteless is like, sign up, give me money, yeah. Well, the thing is, here's the thing. I'll be completely frank with you. If Tasteless says that, people will actually do it. This is like my 5th or 6th sponsorship, right? And I've gotten to know that I don't have enough viewership to have a high enough amount of people that the small percentage that will actually sign up matters that much. Because I did HelloFresh like a couple months ago and 0 people signed up. So I'm just like, rather than waste my breath trying to get people to sign up and no one's going to do it anyways, I might as well not worry about it and not bug my viewers, basically. And like, I've done a couple where I had people that all they had to do was like literally sign up. They didn't have to spend any money. They just had to spend 3 minutes going through the account process. And even then, 15 is the max I've ever gotten to do that. And last time with Raid, we had a 10 and it was a struggle. So it's like, I just have seen from experience it's not worth the effort for the most part. So because this one I can still get off ahead without anyone signing up is the only reason I did it. Get this factor and get swole. I don't know if it's really the right food to get swole off of, to be honest. Because keto doesn't necessarily mean high protein. I guess it kind of does, doesn't it? But it's not like, I don't think it's like bodybuilding food. It's just supposed to be like easy. That shuttle just flew through a whole flight of Scourge. Oh my gosh, guys. Keto equals swole? Well, go for it. Oh, he flew his shuttle through a flight of Scourge and didn't die, and then he just flew into some Hydras and died. And he's like, oh. And be fit like a caveman. Yeah, a caveman whose life expectancy was probably like 30 before they died of old age. That's what we want to go for. Let's have caveman diets and lifestyles. Move command Scourge is pretty lol. True. Yeah, that's what is that? Paleo? Paleo diets are even sillier than keto, I think. Might be more healthy, but I don't know. Caveman, man cave. I heard a fun term the other day. Someone said that they were going to have a she-shed. And I like the fact that someone asked what a she-shed was, and she said it's a, you know, a place where you can have a comfortable place to hang out, or whatever. And she didn't say it's a female version of a man cave. I appreciated that, because she wasn't just like, I don't know. It was a good way of framing it, I think. Good things about keto from people who struggle. Yeah. Well, well, that's the thing is keto. Oh no, he lost another shuttle. Oh man, look at that frown. Oh, poor Reach. Poor Reach. Keto apparently works. It works at losing weight. Right? Keto works for helping you lose weight. But that's not healthy. It makes you lose weight in a way that's unhealthy and unsustainable. So that's the other thing that I've heard. It's like, yeah, it makes you lose weight pretty well. But then as soon as you go off keto, you gain the weight back because it's not changing your diet in a healthy, sustainable way. It's just like tricking your body into losing weight, basically. And in the meantime, keto is like starving your body of things that it needs and is like generally unhealthy in that sense, and like is not like a nice thing to do to your body. So that's kind of what I mean by it. But yes, I have heard that it's effective. I didn't say it wasn't effective, I said it wasn't healthy. Again, I'm not an expert. I could be wrong. That's my impression, though, from some very mild research on the topic. Because I've considered doing keto several years ago, and I was like, it doesn't seem like it's a good idea. But it's funny because sometimes people like talk about diet for like losing weight and for, you know, working out or whatever. Like, my diet is already ridiculously healthy. There's nothing else I could do. I already have, like, no sugar, no soda, no candy, like, no greasy foods, no meat. Like, I don't have anything, everything that they say, oh, just cut out soda, don't have your morning coffee. Like, all that stuff I've already cut out of my diet. I have, like, a ridiculously healthy diet, and it doesn't help me lose weight by itself. But and then like what's recommended is to eat a lot of like vegetables and beans, because beans are high in fiber and higher in protein, but they're low in a lot of the other stuff that's bad that comes with like meat. So beans are supposed to be really good to eat, and I eat a lot of beans. Yeah, I just have low base stats basically. I just have low base stats. Fighting from a disadvantage here. I'm supply capped and I've hit a paywall. IRL. I do exercise a fair amount too, actually, already. So like Oh, well, he saved the Templar at least, I guess. Reach does not look happy though. He's muttering to himself still. He looks shaken actually. He looks pretty perturbed there. I could be reading into it, but let's watch the series Arrow. Yeah, most action heroes are in pretty good shape. This is Mini Hydras, yes? Ooh. Oh my god, that's disgusting. He just funneled his Hydras into that spot, and the Reavers and Templars were just eating it up. And he just storms the drop spot there, too. Reach has had some pretty ineffective losses, but he's now having some really effective trades back. I think he just came back into the game with that series of blunders by Hyun. Isn't, you know, I thought about watching Arrow, but isn't it just like a guy who shoots really good? Like he just shoots arrows, right? For some reason it seems boring to me. It might be a very good series, but I just couldn't start a series that was like, it's a guy that shoots arrows. That's it. I don't know. I guess I used to be a fan of Robin Hood, but... Oh man, what time is it? Let's do Chatcraft after this game, huh? Has not been super active, but we'll run it anyways. Pretty much, it's just a guy shooting arrows. All right. I'm glad I was accurate on my... Wait, what the hell? My mouse just died. Luckily, I planned for this. And I have batteries on hand to replace the battery in my wireless mouse, which is what I think was happened. Yeah, it's still not working. Luckily, I can still talk without a mouse. Except, Windows has a thing that says deactivate the trackpad and when another mouse is active, but for some reason it never activates the trackpad even when this mouse isn't active, so I can't use it as a backup. I have to have a battery on hand. Now you lose? Why? Because there's one zealot? That's pretty much GG, it's true. One zealot will kill infinite marines. Alright, got my mouse back. Up. Oh, they're yelling about the Corsairs not blocking the drop.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Oops. I was just about to turn off that window so it didn't block the screen, and then I got distracted by my mouse, so then I forgot. Oh, you're a Zerg supporter. I thought you meant that the Marines were going to lose for some reason. A lot of bad guys die? Nice. Wait, oh, Arrow is a movie? For some reason I thought it was a series. I might be thinking of the... I think there's another series on Netflix which is like about a guy that shoots arrows. Could be wrong. There's a series, okay. Got it. I want to watch. I really want to watch Miss Marvel. I've heard really good things about that. But I'm currently off Netflix. What I do is I cancel my Netflix account, and then when I'm not watching it, and then I reactivate it, so I'm not just spending a bunch of money all the time when I'm not using it. So I'm currently un-Netflixed. Because I was gonna sign up for CBS for a month or two to watch all the Star Trek and then cancel that. So I saved money on the streaming services by jumping from one to the other. Because I could not afford to spend like $80 on 7 streaming services every month, or however much it costs these days. Star Trek is not good. I've been enjoying the new Star Treks, and I at least want to check out Strange New Worlds, although I'm skeptical about it. But this is a sick drop, though. Reach does not have the stuff over here like the Reavers and Templars to deal with this. Picard is oof? Oh, don't tell me. No spoilers, because I've actually watched season 1 of Picard, and I liked it pretty well. It wasn't the best thing ever, but I liked it pretty well. So at least enough to give the second season a shot. Wait, does he have? Is it two Ultralisk caverns? Yeah, he's got 2. He's getting 2 Ultralisk caverns. Nice. He must be super rich, dude. That's what you do when you're that rich. You beat Diablo Immortal, and you get 2 Ultralisk caverns, so you can upgrade speed and carapace at the same time. And then you just beat your opponent with 20 lurkers anyways. I actually really like Lower Decks. Ah! Zerg's trying to squeeze in some lings at the end. Did they get enough? Did they get enough lings squeezed in? Only 4. Answer is no. That's true. The tank is a tricky one there. Where's Optimator? If you could convince him to give you Hydralisks, maybe. All right, let's get this going. Poor Reach, man. Poor Reach. Such a baller. Couldn't pull it off. All right, we got 1 Zealot. Check. We got 5 Marines. 3, 4, 5. And a tank. Let's put it right behind the Marines, I guess. And then we got 4 sets of Zerglings. 1, 2, 3. We want to just put it right here. 4. And it'll be a nice little chat craft here. A good wee one. Let me save the map. Actually, while I'm doing that, we can move on to game 3. Let's see if I'm... Game 3, yeah, let's make sure I'm not doxing myself again here. Oh, that's loud. Alright, so game 3 is Light versus Dark Elf. Hey, that's actually kind of cool, man. Light versus Dark Elf. That's neat. Light versus Dark, the classic battle. Alright. Let me save the chatcraft map while this is getting started. Light versus Dunmer. Nice. It's gonna take me a minute to get StarCraft booted up here. Yeah, Dark Elf was a thrower. It's true. Did they throw Pro League games, or did they throw... I feel like they would have been more likely to throw, like, individual league games, because then they have more control over the outcome. But I don't know. A thrower, not a grower. True. And did he throw when he was on Air Force? Okay, where's StarCraft? Overwatch 2. It's kind of crazy that they're making a sequel to Overwatch. I don't know why, but that seems weird to me. Like, what's going to be different about Overwatch 2? I feel like it's probably, like, is it a different engine? Is it going to be different characters? Are they going to split their community in half when they do it? Have some people continue to play Overwatch 1 and some people switch to Overwatch 2? Oh, is Overwatch 2 going to cost money? I thought it was going to be pay to win. Thought everything Blizzard does is pay to win now. Freaking Activision. They love the split, yeah. Alright, we'll pause Light versus Dark for a moment so that we can get into our Chatcraft battle, which always takes a minute to load up on the screen. Alright, here we go. I think you might be right. I think this might be just not quite enough Zerglings. You gotta buy them earlier. Can't wait till the last second. Let's see though. Maybe the Zealot will get on. Oh, the Zealot's attacking the Zerg actually. Maybe if the Zealot had gone after the Marines, it might be a different story. Oh, these Lings are taking on the tank. It was actually a little bit closer than I thought. That was closer than I thought. I think if the Zealot had gone after the Marines, the Zerg might have won, to be completely honest with you. But we're just going to have to call it a Terran win. Well done. Booty Clapper, Doso, and Glenn Goyne coming in with the purchases. Booty Clapper with the 450 minerals spent, taking the MVP. And the Terran are going to get a little bit of a win there. They're still 10 behind the Zerg, though. Still 10 behind the Zerg. Replay, the pros botched it. You know what? We can try it out real quick. Let's do this. I'm going to move the Zealot over. This is not going to change the result, but I'm going to move the Zealot over, and we'll see what happens if the Zealot attacks. If the Zealot attacks the Terran instead, just for funsies. My tank got no credit. True. Your tank was the real MVP. I'm sorry, Rise. You're the MVP in my heart, Rise. Don't worry. DW, homie. All right, let's see what happens when we do this new, slightly changed version. See what happens here. The Terran could still win. I think it's probably likely, actually, but I think the Zerg have a chance. Yeah, the tank did put a lot of damage out, for sure. I think without the tank, the Terran lose that, to be honest. Without the tank, the Terran would have lost this, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's see though. Oh, well, these Zerglings are confused over here. That's not helping. But yeah, this Zealot just took out 2 Marines. And yeah, this Zerg would have won. The Zealot threw, guys. The Zealot threw. Zerg plus Protoss versus Terran. Yeah, I guess it's kind of 2v1 in that situation, isn't it? Oh, man. Anyway, GG though. GG. Alright, let's get back to Light versus dark. If I can get back here. There we go. Chatcraft is never fair. Unfortunately, it's just the way it goes. That's just the way it is. I feel like I need a snack. I have some snacks in my car. I might have to walk out. I might have to walk out to my car to get some snacks. Oh, it's 1-1 because Ruby won and then Dark and then Reach lost. With this up a little bit there. You worked at an internet cafe? Interesting. That must have been an interesting job because I feel like that's probably a way to like meet random people from around the world, right? Because don't most people go to the internet cafes if they're like traveling? They don't have their own internet or whatever. Are internet cafes even a thing anymore, or is that just like they used to exist a long time ago? We got a proxy barracks here, by the way. Who is whom? So the proxy barracks is light. Light is red. Light. It would have made a lot of sense for Light to be the white player, but no, it's the opposite. 2007. Yeah, okay, that makes some more sense, I guess. Mostly it was old dudes being swindled by women. What? What? I don't understand. You mean like they were going to an internet cafe because they like didn't want to have their affair emails at home where their wife was, and so they would do that, and then they were getting swindled? Is that what you mean? How are guys getting swindled? My mom needs downstairs. Yeah. Yeah, apparently that's a pretty big... Apparently that's an industry. It still is an industry. It's like actually an industry where... And it actually happens to women too. A lot of people get scammed on dating sites where they get sucked into this fake romance and they give them some sob story. Alright, I need to get a snack, y'all. Give me a minute.
신한은행 프로리그 0809 시즌 테란전 14승 6패 성적을 이재호 선수가 갖고 있습니다. 테란전이 굉장히 좋아요.
그렇죠.
예.
테란전을 잘하는 선수가 이용호 선수 뽑을 수 있고 그 밑에 또 이재호 선수가 있지 않습니까?
그렇죠.
잡아주고요.
확실하게 이제 먼저 보고할 수 있는 똑같은 빌드지만은 먼저 보고할 수 있다라는 이점이 이재호 선수에겐 있고요.
네.
뭐 이재호 선수는 뭐 최근 테란전을 그냥 뭐 보통 하는 테란도 아니고 정말 잘한다라는 뭐 신상문, 박지수, 박성기, 뭐 진영수 다 이겼었거든요.
그렇죠.
그렇기 때문에 자신감도 되게 충만해 있을 것 같습니다.
네, 두 선수 다 툭탁 가고 있습니다.
예. 그 진짜 각 팀의 수많은 쟁쟁한 테란들 중에서도 전체적으로 다승 3위를 차지했다라는 것, 예, 테란 중에 다승 3위를 차지했다라는 것, 예, 이재호 선수가 확실히 좋은 페이스를 지난 시즌에 보여줬다라는 것으로 이제 받아들일 수가 있는 건데, 김성기 선수가 바로 그런 선수를 이긴다. 이러면은 진짜 활력 포션을 마시는 거나 마찬가지죠.
그렇죠.
네, 최근에 테란전 페이스가 많이 떨어져 있는 김성기 선수 최근 10점만 살펴봤을 때 승률 10%예요.
저구전 성적은 진짜 좋은데 8승 2패로 마무리했는데 테란전이 무너지면서 전체적으로 출전 기회를 못 잡았어요. 김성기 선수가.
네.
옛날에.
이재호 선수는 프로리그에서 5연승 달리고 있는 상황.
확실히 먼저 볼 수 있었기 때문에 이런 선택을 할 수 있는 것이고, 김성기 선수는 상대가 스타포트가 올라갈 수도 있는 것이기 때문에 어쩔 수 없이 아무래도 건설해야 되는 입장이거든요.
네.
근데 그 돈을 이재호 선수 3팩토리로 지금 활용을 하고 있습니다. 세 번째
그렇죠.
팩토리가 먼저 올라가죠.
네.
팩토리 늘리고 계속 벌쳐 뽑아내고 있는 이재호 선수고요.
네. 이것도 찍어 잡혀!
이동성이 좋은 자, 위에서 아래쪽으로 빼고 보고요.
네. 이제 발빠른 벌처를 받기 때문에 바깥쪽으로 나가는데 좀 시간이 걸리죠. 왜냐면은 웬만큼의 대응책은 만들어 놓고 나가야 되니까.
네.
예, 그런 의미에서 이제 김성기 선수가 팩토리를 조금 더 확보를 해서 본진 입구 쪽에다가 뭐 병력을 남겨놓고 어디든 떠나야 되는 것이기 때문에 아니면은 맞벌처를 가던가 해야 되기 때문에 체제상으로 이재호 선수가 조금 주도를 하고 있네요.
팩토리 차이가 살짝 나고 있고요.
네.
자, 먼저 공격 병력 뽑아서 압박을 넣고 있는 쪽은 이재호 선수입니다.
네.
이쪽도 이제 팩토리 지금 따라오고 있죠. 이제 벌쳐 싸움에서 약간 갈리겠습니다. 컨트롤 잘하고 좋은 위치 잡고 먼저 찍어 잡는 뭐 이런 컨트롤이 좀 나와야 되겠고요.
벌처 플러스 탱크까지 보유하고 있는 쪽은 김성기 선수.
탱크
위쪽은요.
숫자가 많지 않으면 마인으로
예.
충분히 제거 가능하거든요.
마인기가 끝났고요.
네.
뒤에 벌처가 아직 안 붙었기
예.
때문에 예.
Dude, it is beautiful outside. What are you nerds doing in here watching StarCraft when you can be outside right now? Oh, I got unpause, sorry. Unpause Chatcraft. I actually was thinking about trying to see if I could figure out a way to set up my stream outside. Stream from my porch. That might be kind of nice. It might still be nice out even at that time. Okay. Get my plate. I just needed to go get some nuts. I just needed some nuts in my mouth. I couldn't go any longer without having nuts in my mouth. Mole traps and AI confirmed. Damn it. First you dox me by giving my address out as 123 fake way. And then you reveal my secret about being an AI. I'm a trap for moles. I might be. Sorry to hear that, Sister O. I think it's kind of typical of Ladder, though, right? Dude, I've got these everything bagel nuts. They're nuts with seeds and shit on them. Very good. CS, NFS, what's NFS? I don't know what NFS is off the top of my head. And GTA, kids played Dota till 11 p.m. Only 11 p.m. Oh my god, dude.
네, 그리고 스타포트가 올라가 있기 때문에 이재호 선수는 멀티를 먼저 가져가면서 팩토리가 많으니까 병력은 당분간 또 많이 나올 거 아니겠습니까? 그 병력을 바탕으로
I would leave the state.
이후에 멀티 돌린 효과를 보여줍니다.
Yes, kids went to the internet cafe to play network file system. That's pretty good, man. That's actually really cheap. When it's that cheap, you might as well go to the internet cafe, you know? That's how it is in Korea, too. In Korea, you can get as cheap as like 50 cents an hour, I think, some places. It's not all, mostly it's like $1 an hour. But, you know, go spend an entire day with your friends playing on LAN, $5 or $6 each. It's pretty good. I was thinking about doing a series of videos, or at least one video, talking about bad practices in gaming. Mainly, I just want to complain about pay to win. But I was like, well, maybe I'll do other things that I want to complain about too. And I was going to call the series File System Check. So it'd be file system check, colon, pay to win, or something like that. Which might be a stupidly obscure joke, but some people might appreciate it.
양방향으로부터 주었었는데 일단은 같은 방향으로 일단 갑니다.
타겟은 일단 본진이네요.
Maybe just shorten it to file check or something. I don't know.
차라리 이 벌쳐서 돌아서 12시 쪽에 피해를 주는 척만 하고 드랍십 본진으로 떨어지는 선택이 더 좋았습니다.
SCB 한번 예, SCB 한 번씩
At night it was porn and underage prostitutes. Oh my god, dude.
하나도 없기 때문에 벌써 빨리 따라와야죠. 골리앗 하나 있었네요. 말면서 해야 될거 아니에요.
SCB.4 해야죠. SCB.4.
숫자를 줄여주고 있는 김성기 선수입니다.
Yeah, the business model is usually food and drink.
소용없다는 걸 소용없는
You pay $5 for to play on the computer all day, and then you buy a $6 pizza
커맨드 위쪽에 하나
and 3 drinks for $2 each. And
드랍할 수 있다라는 거를
in Korea, you can buy ramen and stuff.
다른 지역을 또 공격을 가면서 계속 이지호 선수에게 머리를 아프게 해줘야 됩니다.
세기까지 모은 김성기 선수
내기 이러면 공격할 수
Same as the movies, I guess, right?
확장 늘리면서 계속 견제하는
I guess they charge a lot for movies too.
있네요. 또 스캔 기가 막히게 들어갑니다.
색이 들어간다는 것을 확인했고요. 뒤쪽으로 빠집니다.
이거는 뭐
Fridge was more important than the PCs.
하기 전까지는 뭔가 견제를 받을 수밖에 없습니다.
발로 지금 따라가야 돼.
Wasn't there a
하지만 두 번째만
documentary or something like that about
이지호 선수가 힘이 생겨요.
people who lived in PC cafes in Japan? Like it was a thing, right? Or it still is a thing, I guess. People that don't have a home and they just like every night they just chill in a cafe. China? Oh. I thought it was Japan, but yeah, it might be both.
벌었죠. 드랍십 모을 시간을 벌었죠.
네, 멀티를 지금 많이 하고 있는 김성기 선수가 지금 투멀티를 거의 동시에 하다시피 했는데 지금 타이밍은 계속 공격을 가면 상대방을 묶어놔야 됩니다. 그래서는 드랍십 정말 중요한 지금 유닛이 됐거든요. 드랍십 잡혀서는 안 돼요.
확장을 늦게 가져가
Is it bad that when I heard about that, I got me thinking like, maybe I should live in Japan and do that.
상대방이 멀티 하나를 자신보다 더 빨리 했다면 그 자체로는 한데 일단 동시 뽑아주니까 한번 지키고 어디든 가도 됩니다. 반대로 이재호는 공격을
These nuts are so good.
상대방이 멀티가 되는데
탈출 과정 확보를 못하고 있는 이재호 선수인데 김성기 선수는 추가 확장을 하나 더 줄였습니다.
네, 김성기 선수 탱커 많이 보유되면 지상병력으로 뚫기에는 좀 무리가 있으니까 이지호 선수 역시나 좀 드랍십을 확보를 해야 됩니다.
그렇죠. 센터 쪽에 자리 잡고 있는 양 선수.
네,
You can't really do that in America though. There's not really good places to like
수비를 계속적으로 잘 해주면서
be all night, you know? You can't just get a booth at a cyber cafe that they don't exist basically in America in the same way. If you're awake, there's places to be. You can go to Denny's or something like 24-hour restaurants and chill out. And they usually don't care too much. But there's nowhere you can sleep. Although I have seen people sleep at Denny's. I have been at Denny's at 3 in the morning and see people who just like came and got a coffee and they just pass out in their booth and the staff don't really care. It's like, you know, the restaurant's empty except for 20 or 30% of the booth, so it's not like they're like losing business to have these people there. It's not really worthwhile trying to kick them out. So they just let them snooze.
해야 됩니다. 11시 가정은 자신을 하죠.
11시 쪽으로 확장 범위를 넓히는 움직임을 보이고 있는 김성기 선수고요.
그 숫자를 조금 더 늘릴 필요가 있어요. 김성기 선수 약간 부족해요.
벌처를 이용해서 그냥 들어줬습니다. 자, 여기 정리하고
Yeah, if you're being a lech and you get swindled, you kind of deserve it, you know? In South Korea, you could sleep over a table in a random restaurant? I'll just say I never saw that. Or heard or experienced that. Maybe? But I don't I don't think I ever saw anything like that.
그렇죠. 선수 쪽에 확실히 공사를 하고 있는 이재호 선수.
There's not really homeless people in Korea.
그려가는데
They actually take care of people
표만 봐서는 안 되죠.
there.
먼저 그리고 있어요 지금 이재호 선수가.
So there's no one's really actually homeless.
다른 것보다도 줄이기. 예, 그래야 이제 뭐
They give them a job like pulling weeds on the local parks or something like that.
글쎄요. 예.
Oh, for like drunk people? I don't know. I mean, I didn't go out drinking a lot, but I never saw that exactly. But the bars and restaurants are usually open all night, so it's not impossible. What we used to do is the subway trains stop at 1 a.m. and they start again at like 6 a.m. And so if you're out drinking till 2 or 3 or 4 or partying or whatever, what you would do is instead of spending $30 on a taxi to go back home, which is actually really cheap because I'm talking about like a taxi all the way across Seoul. Taxis are really cheap, so I took those a lot of the time. But if you wanted to, you could go to a PC cafe at 4 and just play video games with your friends for two hours until the subway came back on in the morning, and then you would go home while the morning commuters were going to work. Now in Korea, most of the subways stopped at 1. A few of them went till like 1:20 or 1:30, I think, but they all stopped at 1. It was actually... I heard that it was actually like a rule that the subways couldn't go too late because of the taxi unions. Taxi unions actually like basically forced them to like stop the subways at a certain point in time so that they would have the nighttime business.
지금 알고 있으니까 이재호 선수가 뚫릴 이유도 없네요. 그런데 연한 씨는 뚫린 상황 이렇게 되면은 이재호 선수가 가져가는 것만 있는 거죠.
이게 잡아먹혀요.
보고 있어요. 어디로 갈지.
잡아먹혀요. 이게 중간에
자, 백업 병력이 또
Look at these dropships tracing the dropships. By the way, again, Light is the red player. Maybe I should have just written that on the screen, huh? Oh, he got the drop off first. Oh no, Light just got demolished there. Where was this Kung Fu tank? North Korean army because he's got red tanks. Maybe if he has no upgrades. Oh, it was in Seoul. Okay. Interesting. I mean, maybe they changed the rules because I left in... No, I left in 2012. I was there in 2012, I think. Jamshil? I'm at 1 hour and 57 minutes of stream time. I can almost turn off the overlay. I forgot to put the word ad on my YouTube stream actually. You change that.
것이냐 아니면
This TBT has turned out to be quite a long one.
나와야 되겠죠.
이재호 선수입니다.
네, 배틀스피드는 아마 5시 본진 쪽에서 할 텐데, 야 여기 지금 미는데 시간 꽤 걸리거든요.
그렇죠.
여기를 한 번 더 덮칠 것인가 아니면 풀어버리네요. 이쪽은.
백업 병력이 왔거든요. 센터 라인 쪽에 이게 탈퇴가 있는데 위치가 안 좋아요.
중에서 제일 안 좋은 판단이네요. 예, 판단 중에서 제일 안 좋은 판단. 6시. 그냥 5시 쪽 앞바닥에 떨어져도
Kung Pisting, did you ever get on camera during a
가만히 있는 것보다도 못한 판단을 지금 했어요.
during a broadcast?
얼마나 됩니까? 예, 여기는 터렛상 안, 이쪽은 안 된다고 하더라도 5시 앞바닥. 여기는 무조건 아닙니까? 터렛 두 개밖에 없으니까 그냥 드랍십이 6시 경기해서 앞바닥 쪽으로 가서 코맨드만 팍 깨고 그냥 다시 나오면 되는 건데 들어가다가 조금 무리했어요. 많이 무리했어요.
안 되거든요.
그러면 배틀 생산이 됩니다.
병력이 너무나 많이 잡혔기 때문에 김성기 선수가 이제는 더 판단을 내리기가 어렵게 됐습니다. 완전히 지금 수동적으로 할 수밖에
네.
없는 상황이 돼버렸어요.
예, 스타포트 5시 쪽에 더 짓고 여기다 더 짓고 여기서 배틀 생산 기지가 완성이 됩니다.
Okay, I got that on. Okay.
이재호 선수보다 병력이 적은데 지금 어떻게 어딜 갑니까 지금? 김성기 선수 그래도
Didn't happen. That's too bad.
뺐던지 어디 하나를 가만히 이대로 있으면 경기는 무조건 이겨내면
A couple with I just read that now. A couple with a kid in a cart at 7 in the morning and the girl couldn't walk. Oh, for some reason I like read it earlier and I was waiting for the second part of the story. Cuz I didn't read with the kid. So I was like, "Oh, there's a couple walking in and she couldn't walk." Okay. I was kind of like waiting for you to say, "And then they did this." I think Light might be starving out the dark though at this point. He's just got too much of the map right now. We'll see though. Do I have any water? I do have water. Sweet. Oh no. Oh no. Losing 2 dropships that are almost full. You hate to see it. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of starports. He's like, this is a last ditch desperate attempt to get another base. I don't think it's work. I don't think it's gonna work. Let me actually say all the words in that sentence.
재테크를 할 수 있는 재주가 없다면 땅이라도 많이 살아야 되거든요. 근데 반땅 싸움도 못하게 되니까 김성기 선수는 결국 이런 상황을 본인이 자초할 수밖에 없게 됐습니다.
Ah, Dark Elf is also getting some starports, but he's got 4 of them, whereas Light already has 12. Don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, but he's researching Cloak. If he can just burn through the 15 comsats that Light has available right now, he'll be Gucci. So that means we're in Korea at the same time, Kun Pistank. Did I ever meet you? Damn! That's a lot of trading. But I think trading, yeah, Light's gonna come out ahead anyways. Even if they trade evenly, Light comes out ahead. Now he can just build more Wraiths. And GG coming in. Maybe? Is he gonna try and actually fight this? You sat below me in the finals? That's cool. I was in the coolest section of the finals. I didn't get to pick it, but they put the English commentators in the crowd. next to the VIP area with all of, like, the legendary players and stuff like that. So I got to sit near, you know, Jaedong and Boxer and Gur and everyone.
장악한 상태. 아,
이렇게 될
이렇게
경기가
Oh,
아니었는데
that was the GG face.
때리죠. 자, 레이스를 모았습니다만 상대방 스타포트가 훨씬 많기 때문에
You could see on his face, he was kind of like intense and concentrated, and he kind of like frowned a little bit. Like he kind of emotionally gave up at that moment. It's kind of beautiful to see all those wraiths popping out of those starports. He's like, I can just, you've got too many tanks, I can just A-move wraiths and win, so I'm gonna do it. Maybe if he'd gone Valkyries and he had mass Valkyries along with, yeah, there's no way he could have enough stuff. Because he would need wraiths of his own to like protect his wraiths, to protect his Valkyries. He had a lot of wraiths, to be fair. This is not enough. Not enough. He actually killed most of the wraiths. He killed most of Light's wraiths, to be fair. But he's just like losing everything anyway, so.
이거는 버틸 수가 없습니다. 자원이 있기 때문에 끝까지 지금 쓰고 나가겠다라는 생각인 거지. 예, 버티는 거는 사실 불가능합니다.
전부 다 불이 켜졌어요.
네.
여기서 파괴되면 또 오늘
Okay, it's time to leave, Dark Elf. Time to leave. Are you going on your betting site and betting against Light right now so you can throw, or wait? No. Get out of the game. Apparently there was a little controversy with a PUBG tournament recently where a Chinese team was watching the stream. People were freaking out. And I was like, oh, that sounds bad. But then I heard they were actually just watching it like in between games. Looks like a mobster. I missed it. So they were actually just like looking at the stream in between games, which doesn't actually matter. So people made a big deal of it, though. I mean, it might have been against the rules, which is a big deal, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, Dark Elf, just get out. Get out of the game, buddy. He's still I guess he's still mining at 2 bases, and he's like taking a third. And Light's just like, I'm gonna just keep A-moving wraiths. A-moving 12-port wraiths at your main until you die. And tanks as well. Yeah, Valkyries would be pretty awesome, but I don't think it would be enough because he's got so many wraiths he could pick off the Valkyries before they fired a second volley pretty easily. Made some fajitas, nice. I love fajitas. Was it because we were showing so much food earlier it made everyone hungry? Yeah, you would probably need like 4 Valks will 1 volley wraiths if they're in the same spot. But his wraiths are so spread out, he would kill like 10 wraiths and then there'd still be 20 more. Can only eat them once a month? What, fajitas? Why are fajitas expensive? I thought fajitas would be kind of cheap if you're making it yourself. I guess it depends on what you're putting into it, but like onions are usually cheap. Sometimes bell peppers are expensive. Is $30 cheap? I mean, for 1 meal? No. For 10 meals? Yes. Whew, okay. We finally got out of that game. It's 2-1 now in favor of NBC Game. Oh, I missed his ceremony. Look, he was gonna do it, but that's okay. But now we got.
이재호 선수, 김성기 선수 잡아냈죠. 5시 쪽은
I almost said J Rush because I was trying to say J Hoon and Go Rush at the same time. Dude, there's like no one in. Look at this. Would you guys see this? Oh man, there's no one in the studio. I wonder why NBC Game went out of business. Like the year after this. There's no one. That's kind of crazy, actually. That's actually really crazy. Even if it was just a normal day on GameNet. Well, I guess I didn't really go to a lot of StarCraft matches for on GameNet. League of Legends had more popularity, but yeah, there's just not a lot of people here in the stands. There's like, interesting. You were talking to the guy seeding the torrent. The only people downloading are from Korea or Russia? And no one seeds after? Huh, okay. Well, I don't have the space to download most of the torrent, but maybe I could leave it online and seed like the 5% that I, or like 3% that I have. Gosh bless that guy though. Oh, they're showing what he was in. What was in those things. Brood War might be banned in the EU. They're gonna ban war games. That's a bit silly. That's a bit silly. All right, let's see. This is what did I say? Go Rush versus J Hoon. I like Go Rush, man. I've talked about this so many times before, but I just love Go Rush. What a nice guy. Alright, we don't need to watch this TV. We just watched this TVT for like an hour. We don't need to watch more of it in the replay. I like J Hoon's hair though. I'm a fan. There he is. There's the man. Go Rush. J Hoon. Fans? I guess there's a few more people in the audience. Maybe they were just all going to the bathroom. Or maybe it's just a different angle. Yeah, no, there's not actually very many more people there. Still empty. I'm actually surprised they're like showing the crowd that much when there's no one in the crowd. It's a little embarrassing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there's about 20 people. 25 people there. What are they arguing over? Oh my gosh, get to the game! I guess there's some Kespa stuff going on though. What isn't impossible? He suggested they might ban war games that have war in them in the EU. Do you celebrate Father's Day if you donated to the bank? That would be pretty ridiculous to ban an entire genre of games because there's actually no like there's no evidence that games contribute to violence or anything like that. It would just be dumb reactionariness to like do something like that. By the way, look at this. I got my orchids, and they've got 2 orchids growing in the same pot, and one of them died, and the other's still alive. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I mean, like it was something that like could be possible in like China, Because they're so totalitarian? But I don't think you do in the EU. Because, like, China already has restricted, like, you can't have blood in games. So they have green blood in the games now. So you can say it's just like, you know, battle juice. It's not actually blood. Your strawberries died? Damn, that sucks. Oh, you can't have skeletons either? Wow, I didn't realize that. You know what? I keep meaning to set up an automatic thing that will ban people that say something like that, but I keep forgetting to. Buy followers and primes and viewers. Can you imagine paying? I guarantee a Prime subscription for every $1 you send, or every $5 you send me. For only $5, you can get $3. How often does Diggity get the get those messages? I feel like I only get them like once or twice a month. Daily. Man, Diggity got on some list, I guess, that I am apparently not on. I mean, I'm on a list, but I'm just not on the same list. I don't know. What did I just see tick down? I just looked over and it said 0-1-0 on something, and I don't know what that was. Maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, you know, he does stream. He might stream more times a week than me for sure. He probably does, actually. Or he, sometimes does. I don't know if he has been lately. I haven't seen him online lately. Not that he hasn't been online, but I just haven't seen him, I mean. Alright, I'm gonna have my last piece of this chocolate bar. Really, really good chocolate. Got one chunk left. I'm gonna nurse it. He streams in the mornings more often than not. And sometimes in the evenings, yeah. Yeah, same Cicero. I usually miss his streams because I'm asleep. You ever want to get really nice chocolate for someone? This company, Dandelion Chocolate, best chocolate I've ever had in my life. It's really good. Doxing the chocolate company. I know, right? Okay. I think I can turn off the thing now. Yeah. Yeah, I deleted the YouTube as well. Okay, so I'll just say this one more time for the road. Use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code FACTOR SE2730 for $120 off. Alright. I'm going to turn the overlay off now.
오버로드 끊어줘야죠. 예, 오버로드.
Hello, Sega 16-bit.
어차피
I'm eating some chocolate.
지나오죠.
I'm nursing it.
나중에 정면에서 캐논 없이
I'm just kind of sucking it nice and slowly. I was just talking about how this chocolate company is Dandelion chocolate is the best chocolate I've ever had. It's really, really high. It's a little bit pricey, but it's actually not even that pricey. Given that it's like really high quality. Really high quality stuff. Fancy, really, really good, tasty, fancy chocolate. This one is Columbia. We sort, roast, crack, winnow, grind, conch, and temper small batches of beans. Then we mold and ratch each of our bars by hand. Whatever that means. These beans come from Tumaco, where Cacao de Colombia and regional producers cooperate to preserve the local cocoa. Anyway, yeah. Really good. I have another chocolate bar in my pantry, actually, but I'm going to try not to, Hey, Diggity, we were just talking about you. Talking about how you stream in the morning, so us night owls that sleep in can't catch your stream very often. Hope you're doing well, man. Speak of the Diggity. Dandelion. Dandelion Chocolate is the name of the company. Oh, the DT just snuck in there and chopped up some drones while the Hydras were distracted. Let me rearrange this stuff here real quick. Turn that off. Make this a little bit smaller. Move it over. There we go. You grilled fajitas and hot dogs? Both are tacos? Wow. How can you be so bold and so brave? Hot dogs are tacos. That's a hot take right there. I'm on board though. If tomatoes are fruit, does that mean ketchup is a smoothie? No, because ketchup has vinegar in it. And you don't ever put vinegar in smoothies. Otherwise, they would be, though. 30 minutes off your life per taco. Yeah, no, hot dogs and stuff have actually been classified as carcinogenic. Like, there was a study that came out a couple years ago in the States by the FDA that talked about how people that have a certain number of servings, like 3 or 4 servings of red and processed meat per week, have a 30% higher chance of dying of heart disease. Like a significant percent. Not just like a couple ticks. It's like, no, if you eat meat a lot, especially processed meat, it actually really increases your chance of heart disease. Yeah, imagine believing an organization made up of hundreds of the top scientists in their field who have done countless years of research to come up with peer-reviewed conclusions. That would be dumb. Pokemon Go Prime Bundle? Does the meat cause the cancer? Yes. Well, it's because the meat has certain carcinogens in it that increase your risk. I guess the meat doesn't necessarily cause it directly, but it can reduce the health of your organs to make it more likely. It's this, I mean it's the same thing as smoking. You know, smoking puts carcinogens, toxins into your lungs. You know. It's not just fried meat; it's all red meat. And it's more processed meat. So hot dogs and sausages and stuff are much more likely. But red meat also has an increased risk. I don't think they said the same thing about like chicken though. I don't know. You can read the report if you want. I don't remember the details, but cancer appears in human meat. Kung Pistank, are you advocating cannibalism over there? Clearly pushed by the chicken lobby, yeah. Oh, he's going after the observer. How did he not kill the observer? Okay, he got both of them after all. But it's a little bit... Well, I guess it's not too late. He's still got a lot of lurkers alive. So I was actually just listening to a podcast about processed foods. Because people, like, there's some people that saying, like, oh, processed foods are bad for you. And then is there evidence or whatever? And I'm not going to, like, try and rehash the whole podcast. But basically, there is some evidence that processed food is worse than, like, the unprocessed version. And they're not exactly sure why. So we don't know exactly why yet. They're still researching it. But one of the main theories right now is because of the way that people digest things, that the processing actually breaks down the food more so that the nutrients are absorbed earlier in the digestive tract, which is not as good. And it means they're absorbed faster too. So instead of having you slowly break down your food over hours and slowly getting the nutrients over time, you get all of it at once because it's already been pre-processed, and then you crash, and that's not as healthy. I guess you're right. Your own meat does get the cancer. That's true. Although, well, usually meat is muscle, actually. And cancer is usually in organs. So I don't know if organs count as meat. Do they? Anyway, what's up, Spoon? Spoon! Came in at an interesting moment. Organs are meat? Okay. Up. Come on, Defiler. Do your thing, Defiler. Do it. Do something. That was not the play, Defiler. That's all right. It's not terrible. Final Fantasy VII Remake. What? Oh, are you talking about the new Ninja Turtles game that I heard came out or something like that? And it's just Final Fantasy VII remade? Is that what you're saying? By the way, what's it called? God, I am really getting old. I can't remember things anymore. Assassin's Creed Origins. Assassin's Creed Origins is free to play this weekend. If anyone ever wanted to try that. It's not as good as I was expecting, but it's kind of fun. I've been playing a bit of it. I don't think I'm going to buy it, though, to keep playing it after this weekend. Although it is on sale for really, really cheap on Epic Games. Countertop arcade run on a Raspberry Pi. He's like, okay, build it for me. I have a Pi Zero you can use.
잘 들어갔어요. 저걸링들이 계속해 들어와요.
와, 계속 뛰어옵니다.
Yeah, those were 6 storms actually. Already built an arcade. Nice. I would do that if I ever actually wanted to play arcade games, but I don't really ever. It's not a big arcade game player. What is with you people in your pie holes? Oh, you got the Nexus with 1 link surviving! Jaehoon is like not happy about that. I'm actually Googling pie hole, which is gonna ruin my search history now, but I'm just not exactly sure what they are. Network level advertisement internet tracker blocking app. So like you route all of your internet traffic through a Raspberry Pi and it like filters stuff out basically. Force clients to use Pi-hole as their DNS server. That's kind of cool. Does it slow things down though? In theory, it speeds things up. Really? I would have thought it would slow things down by adding an extra step. That's interesting. Maybe I should use my Raspberry Pi for that. Assuming it's fast enough to do it. It blocks as, so you don't waste bandwidth. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, so it's just, okay, that's interesting. I guess I thought that, like, is it downloading DNS so it doesn't have to, like, it doesn't have to query an actual DNS server? Is it downloading the whole internet? Is that what pie holes do? They download the entire internet, so it's just like always on LAN? Bulltube. It's a cute plague. I feel like Jaehoon is struggling here, though. I think GoRush might take him out, man. There's the Jeej. Crane DNS is negligible. Okay, fair enough. Does it need a lot of power? Because I just have a Pi Zero, which is good, but it's not. I think it's like a 500 megahertz processor or something like that. So I don't know if that can run it. Yeah, GoRush taking the win, tying the series for Ace. All right, that means it's going to an Ace match. Good old Ace match. Uh oh, we got a TBT, guys, but it's Ruby again. This time he's versus. Oh, they're gonna do the reveal. We'll watch the reveal. There they go. I'll turn the volume down in a minute. It's gonna be I love how they blur the camera. Ruby versus Sea Shield. This epic reveal for them to go out and bow to like the 20 people that are in the studio. Alright, well, we got another long TVT in store. That's what it looks like. But it's Sea Shield and Ruby. Should be fun. Diggity's Discord, a full-size cab. I'm assuming the A stands for arcade. I'm not even on Discord right now. Oh, my Discord, okay. So could I make a pie hole out of my Pi Zero? I guess is the question. That might be a good use of it. I think I might have played a little bit of X-Men. Oh yeah, I remember that was pretty sick. It needs Ethernet. Does my Pi Zero have Ethernet? I don't think it does. I could maybe get an adapter or something like that, but I mean, if I need to, I can just buy another Pi. Raspberry Pis are like $35 base or something like that. Not too expensive. Six players, nice. I don't know if I played that game. Maybe I don't recognize it. Maybe I didn't play it. Think of the link though. Alright. Check my own Discord. Oh damn, dude! That's a that arcade runs off a Raspberry. That's pretty neat. Bunky! Oh, let's do this. Oops. We'll do another. This could be a fail fish, but we'll do the Wordle on stream, huh? Whoa! There's 7 letters. How the hell am I supposed to guess something that's 7 letters? What is this? I don't even know a 7-letter word. Nope, that's not 7 letters. Anything. Nope, damn it. Anytime. That would be funny if that was it. If it was just anytime and I got on the first guess. Well, I got the vowels. That's actually a really good starting guess for 7 letters because they get 3 of the vowels and some good consonants. Alright, well, I got an A and an I. Let's see. I don't know why I want to start with a PH for some reason, but that's probably not a good idea. What about SH? Yeah, we can do SH. I'm just trying to think of just some word that can fit. I kind of want to include the I and the A. I try to play a little bit hardcore on Wordle. Offshoot of Wordle, yeah. Yeah, no, this is a sub-wordle that Babamot's put together. Okay, so ship. Maybe ship something. I don't know. I'm so bad at this, man. I usually take a long time. You did it in 18 seconds? What the actual hell, dude? Holy and you did it in 2 guesses, too. What a boss, dude. What a boss. Did you just do it just right now, too? Just like while I was struggling with this one attempt, you did it in 18 seconds? Damn it, dude. Alright, what, maybe with something else that includes ship. Is there something else that's like bad ship? No, that's not a word. Okay. I don't even know what to do, man. I'm so bad at this. Maybe this is not a good stream content after all when it's 7 letters, because I usually take forever to sit and look at these for a long time to figure out what to do with them. Arbiter. Oh. Now I reused the A on the same spot, which was not great, but it was just like a good. I gotta go with whatever guess I have. So it ends with an A though, or with an R, I mean. But it's not an ER. Is it an IR? Now the yellow R and the green R means that there's only. It doesn't necessarily mean there's 2 R's though, right? The yellow R just means that it's in the wrong position, but it could be the same as the last R. So I only have 3 letters really. A, I, and R. 7-letter words, jeez. So I'm trying to think like this. This is how I usually think of it. It helps me to look at it visually, right? So if it ends in R, it probably has a vowel, and I've eliminated almost some of the vowels. I guess I haven't eliminated O or U yet. So it could be something R, like radar, or ear. There's usually not a lot of things that end with ear. What about or? It could be this. But then where's the AI and the I? What if it's this? What if it's this? Oh, what if it's... Okay. GG! Nice. Anyways. Alright. That didn't take me super long. What did I... Oops, what did I get? I missed how much time it took me. Oh well. But it took me a few minutes. Not too long. Not 18 freaking seconds though. Jeez. For you it was Carrier? Oh, you guessed Carrier and then Corsair? Nice. Yeah, I guess Carrier and Corsair are similar enough that it'll look that way. It's kind of funny though that we all guessed air units, right? Arbiter into Corsair, Carrier into Corsair. 7 words, dude. I struggle with the longer ones. Kills the scout before he gets into the main, but he did see the natural. They're both going 2 factory. Interesting. Neither of them wants to lose to some early cheese or anything like that. They're both going 2 factory. Guess Protoss units a lot. I feel like maybe because more Protoss units are real words. Maybe. What do you think about that? Oh, he's trying to fire uphill, but he's got the vulture slaughtered. Slaughter. How did he get here so much faster, man? What did I miss?
혜택을 받다라는 측면이 굉장히
Oh, because he went for a tank instead of vultures.
머리까지
Like, zealot is a real word, but zergling is not.
예, 그리고
You know?
상대방의 체계까지 발견한 데다가
Shuttle is a real word,
연보성 선수
but hydralisk is not. I guess it's just the zerg. Because the Terrans have real words also, right?
때려서
Marine, medic,
어떻게 수도 있겠다.
네.
불안하죠?
battle cruiser.
그렇죠. 그러니까 아무리 사실은
Can you imagine 11 words,
아무리 필요 없고
11 letter wordles?
이기 때문에 연보성 선수도 역시 마찬가지. 민찬기 선수도 스타포트
Firebat isn't a word, right?
정찰을 했기 때문에 연보성 선수는 스타포트
But almost none of the zerg units are words.
이 팩토리에 투자를 할 수 있다라는 장점이 생기는 겁니다.
게다가 앞마당도 없습니다. 문창기 선수가 좀 당분간은 좀 팩토리 두 개를 보기 이제는 봤네요. 이제는 봤는데
Hydra is a word. That's true.
상대방의 병력 구성 보면은 이거
That's true.
막으면서 한번 막고 그다음에 아카데미 건설해서 마인 해체하면서 조일 수도 있어요.
Okay, I gotta put the colors on for this one.
좀
많거든요. 추가로 백업 병력이 하나 더 왔습니다.
네.
탱크. 잡고.
같이 잡아야죠.
잡고 잡혔어요.
예, 그리고 나서 벌처 하나, 탱크 하나 이런 식으로 나오면은 민찬기 선수의 공격은
Alright, let's just do that.
돌아갈 수밖에 없습니다.
Ruby
탱크 하나
is not a red color, unfortunately. We made it really easy. That's okay.
쪽에다가 마인 매설하면서 멀티 늦출 수도 있겠습니다.
근데 이 나와 있던 벌처까지 같이 싸워줬어야 되는데
Defiler? Is Defiler a word?
선수가 앞섰기 때문에 점점 많이 매설까지는 문창기 선수가 되게 성공적으로
I guess it is a word, technically. It's just not a word that's ever used, really.
있었는데 지금 짓고 있는 건
Queen's a word, true.
센터 지으면서
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. Okay. Plague is a word. Ensnare is a word. Swarm is a word. Okay. Zerg have a bunch of real words. Fair enough. But they have a few units which are not real words.
하지만 연보성은 앞마당에 바로 건설을 할 수도 있고
I guess the Protoss, they don't have anything that's like,
골리앗으로 상대방의
I mean, you know, it's all human biased, right? The humans are the one that are using their words to describe these alien units.
달고 마인 제거하고 바로 앞마당
So, you know, the Protoss probably don't call it
앞마당
a Corsair in their own language. They call it something else.
가지고 저 상대방 입구 근처
That'd be cool if we could know what the Protoss words were for some of the Protoss buildings and units, right? I wonder if they're saying them. Like some of the units that speak in Protoss, I wonder if they're telling us what the name of the unit is, but we don't know it. But they only call it a Corsair because they're translating so that humans can understand them.
성공해야겠네요.
They probably, when they're hanging out in the Kala, they probably don't talk about Corsairs. They probably have another word for it.
선수도 올 에돈에서 탱크 팍팍 찍어가면서 그 아까 마인 그러니까 상대방 앞마당 근처에 가장 가깝게 매설해 놓은 저 마인 근처에
They're adapting for us newbie humans that
그 라인까지는
can't understand their language.
하는 데 있어서 조금 더 이제 스트레스를 좀 덜 받죠. 물론 뒤로 돌아가는 길은
칙칙칙칙칙.
선수에게도 있습니다만은.
골리앗까지 흡수하고 있는 민창기 선수.
네, 앞마당 원투가
The English colonized Ire, yeah, pretty much.
팩토리가 먼저 올라갔거든요.
Great Britain strikes again.
그대로 좋은 자리 잡지 못하게 되면 문창기 선수가 벽력으로 올라간다든지 유리한다든지 이후에 드랍십을 활용한다든지 문창기 선수가 우위를 점할 수 있습니다.
Rip barracks.
멀티가 빠르다.
It's kind of a cool explosion. Look at the explosion animation of the barracks dying.
이후에 드랍십을 활용한다든지 문창기
It's pretty neat. It's you don't never notice it, but it's actually kind of a cool little animation.
나중에 가져다 주는 이점이 얼마나 큽니까? 바로 그런 것들을 활용하지 못하도록 좋은 위치로 지금 승부해야 돼요. 연보성 선수는.
페럭스가 파괴가 됐는데 팩토리에 늘리지 못했고요.
네, 그래서 탱크 생산을 지금 계속 쭉 하고 있거든요. 이쪽은 4패까지 올라갔습니다.
팩이에요.
폭팩입니다. 빨리 이제 좋은 자리를 잡아야 되는데.
와 있으면은
예.
추가 병력 뭐 중원되는 이런 상황에서 분명히
Ooh, that mine did a fair amount of damage.
더 할 수 있어야 됩니다.
Or maybe they were all damaged anyways, but that looked like it was pretty...
근데요.
A lot of his units are injured now.
그러나 베럭스까지 파괴돼서 추가 팩토리가 늦을 수밖에 없습니다.
벌써 싸움을 벌어주고 있습니다만 충원 병력 면에서 연보성 선수가 뒤지고 있습니다.
네.
이쪽 지역으로 끌고 와야 돼요.
예. 이게 조이기에는 좀 부적합한 맵이거든요. 입구가 그러니까 센터 쪽으로 올라오는 입구가 하나가 아니기 때문에 그런 의미에서 좀 고민될 수도 있겠는데 그래도 탱크로 조금 더 이제 상대방에게 굉장히 위협적인 위치를 잡아놓지 않으면 안 됩니다. 네. 자, 상대방 탱크 없죠? 네.
시즈 모드 하고 센터 중에 있는 병력을 좀 갉아먹으면서 시간을
예,
좀 벌어야 되는
조금 더
연보성이에요.
연보성 조금 더 가야 됩니다.
네.
계속 밀어붙여야 돼요.
예, 아까 자신이 가장 그 상대방 입구 쪽에 가깝게 매사를
Has anyone also played Assassin's Creed Origins? Anyone have any opinions on it?
연보성이고요. 자, 돌아갑니다. 시원하게 돌아옵니다.
I just realized they spaced out for a minute there.
마이 위쪽에
It seems like it could be cool, but like if it was a little bit cooler, maybe I would consider buying it and playing it more. But for some reason, I'm not really getting into the battle system. Like maybe I just don't know it that well, but it just feels like
시원하게 돌아갔는데
to win the battles, you just like spam click.
아, 스타포트는 민찬기 선수 먼저 올리고 있어요.
I'm trying to play it mostly sneaky though. Assassin's Creed Origins. I've played 2 or 3 Assassin's Creed games all the way through, some of the earlier ones, and then I kind of stopped playing the franchise for a while. I think that's the most recent one. Let's see, is there another one actually? Oh, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, is that more recent? Films? Live action film Assassin's Creed is set in the same universe as the media? Oh wow, I didn't know that. Maybe I forgot. There's so many Assassin's Creeds, dude. What the hell? Holy mackerel. Assassin's Creed Altair's Chronicles, Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, 2 Discovery, Brotherhood, Rearmed, Revelations, Recollection, 3 Liberation, 4 Black Flag, Pirates, Memories, Rogue, Identity, Unity, Syndicate, Chronicles, Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla. There's like a million Assassin's Creed games. I didn't actually realize that. It's kind of cool. I've only played, I think, the first 2 or 3. Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla. That's the order they came out in. Oh, they're all the same engine. Okay, that's interesting. Because I was wondering, because like the Origins is not as nice as I thought it was gonna be. It wasn't as pretty as I thought it was gonna be, even though it was like touted as this big, huge, beautiful thing with pyramids and stuff. It just hasn't been quite as impressive as I was expecting. I was like, well, maybe the more recent ones are a little bit better looking, but if they're on the same engine, I don't know. It makes sense though, because Origins is ancient Egypt. Valhalla is Odyssey is like Greece, I think, which is after, and then Valhalla is like medieval times. But they jump around a lot because there's so many other ones. What GPU? I'm on an RTX 2070. Nothing can compete with the high traffic value of 2005 StarCraft. Couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, it runs it fine. I don't have any real performance issues, but it just doesn't look like super crisp. Maybe I just need to look at my settings. Maybe my settings aren't turned up all the way or something. It's not bad. It looks good. It just doesn't look like super amazing like I was expecting or something like that. How can you afford a 2070? Dude, I got it a year and a half ago for one thing. But for another thing, it actually it's a laptop. It's a gaming laptop that had a 2070 in it. And yeah, at the time a 2070 itself was like
답답하게 됐네요. 그래서 드랍십을 완전
$700 or $800 or something like that. And the laptop, the entire laptop was on sale for $1,200.
저 한시 지역에 지금 돌아가고 있는 민창기 선수의 멀티를 위협할 수 있을 만한 상황을 만들어줬으면 연보성 선수에게 활짝 웃는 상황이 나오고
We maybe don't plan on 2070.
그런 상황이 아니기 때문에
It's just a different version of the same card. It has the same stuff on it though.
다시 수비 멀티 다시 하고 그다음에 드랍십 따라가는 방법 이외에는 뭐 다른 방법이 없습니다.
Right? Am I wrong about that? It's just constructed differently, but it should have the same hardware and everything.
민창기 선수 지금
If it's the same card.
드랍십 뽑고 이러면 좀 시간이 너무 오래
Oh.
걸릴 수가 있기 때문에 그 전에 뭔가 좀 피해를 줘야 되는데
민창기 선수가 드랍십의 이점을 잘 살리죠.
Well, either way,
민창기 역시나 좀 만만치 않거든요. 병력이.
laptops don't have dedicated VRAM.
승리를 거뒀고 어떻게든 지금 흔들어 놓아야 되는데 이쪽 뺏기면은 추가 멀티 먹기가
I don't know.
골치 아픕니다.
But I mean, I think I also have 16 gigs of RAM, in addition to what's on the card. So
병력이 어마어마하게 나와요.
it's a strong computer. It's a strong computer. It's not top of the line, but
쭉 차원을 바탕으로 해서
헐크로 들어가서 SCB 좀 잡아줘야 되는데요.
드랍십에다가 추가 물량까지 계속해서 뽑아내는
but it's always been able to handle everything. There's been a couple times when I've been trying to stream Age of Empires and it couldn't handle it. When there was like an 8-person Age of Empires game, when there was, you know, something like, you know, 1,500 units being rendered and moving around the map at the same time in a giant 8-player game and streaming. That's the only time that it's ever had a problem.
센터도 뚫리지 말아야 되니까 여러 가지 되게 지금 어려운 부분이 많습니다.
You lose part of your RAM because it's used as VRAM.
연보성을 이뤄내야 돼요.
한 타이밍 두 타이밍 정도 민창기 선수, 연보성 선수는 앞서가고 있고요.
Oh, well.
까지 준비하고 있는 민창기, 5시 복구한 연보성.
But at least I'm starting with 16 though. I'm not starting with 8, so I've got a decent amount to start with. Anyways, like I said, it's never been a big problem, and it runs Assassin's Creed fine. I don't know if I could stream it, but it runs it fine. It's just for some reason I was expecting it to be like, I don't know, for some reason I was expecting better graphics. Although it does glitch out sometimes. Sometimes it does glitch out, and I'll like see through the floor sometimes like that.
민창기 선수 그냥 수비적으로 하네요. 여기서
Scroll a bit up.
정도면은 충분히 피해를 줬기 때문에 민창기 선수가 계속 밀어붙였대요.
What did I miss?
왼쪽에 라인 잡고 기다리고 있는 민창기 선수고요.
드랍 더 뽑아서 밀어붙여도 됩니다.
추가 확장 들리고 있는 모습까지 확인되고 있죠.
시간을 줄 필요가 없는데요. 이쪽 아직 드랍 생산 많이 안 됐고요.
Hearing the memory bus. Alright, I'm starting to not understand what we're talking about anymore. I only barely know how the memory bus functions, but I don't really understand how it's gonna slow things down. What's the
드랍시 보이지 않고 있어요.
there's a thing that you can
지금 견제를 계속해서 해주고 있는 민창기
there's a utility to look at your computer stats, right? But I don't remember what it is.
연보성 선수가 흔들릴 수가 있어요.
시간이
Oh well.
연보성도 9시를 돌리고 뭐 이런 상황이 되면 충분히 드랍 시간 따라올 수 있거든요. 예, 그 전에 용달을 내려야죠.
야, 그냥 밀어붙이고 있는 민창기 선수 아래쪽 내려옵니다.
네.
템포리고 확인한 이후에 그냥 쭉쭉 밀고 내려가는 거예요.
예, 드랍십 막혔다고 주저앉아 있는 것보다 이렇게 드랍십 막혔으니까 내가 뭐라도 해야지 그렇다면 이걸 할 거야라는 판단 자체가 빨라서 좋네요. 예.
그냥 아래쪽으로 뚝심 있게 밀어붙이고 있습니다. 자, 이거 5시 쪽 연보성 선수는 지켜내야 되거든요. 그렇죠. 비슷한 싸움으로 몰고 가기 위해서 확장
that didn't work.
필수예요.
예, 연보성 왔어요 그래도. 연보성 선수가 지금 드랍십이 있다면 이 병력 머리 위쪽으로
I tried to use HW info and it just did a Bing search for HW info. Damn it, Spoon! No! No!
도와주러 연보성 선수가 왔을 때 9시를 가져도
No!
계속 내려가는 것 같네요. 확실하게
I mean, Raid is actually kind of a pretty game, but I'm gonna stay away from it for the rest of my life. If you want a beautiful game with the best visuals, I'd recommend Diablo Immortal. We were talking earlier about how Diablo Immortal is actually like 100 times worse pay to win than Raid is even. It's kind of crazy.
멀티는 멀티대로 저 6시 쪽 확장 기지
My computer has a lot of fans. That's for sure, at least.
돌아간다면은 드랍십 3드랍십 모은 걸로 지금 민찬기 선수의 12시 쪽 확장 기지를 칠 수도 있는 상황이었거든요. 네, 근데 드랍십 막히고 난 이후에 민찬기
Let's see. All right, system information.
좋았습니다.
12시 가져가고
By the way, I think C is getting wrecked, isn't he? Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's about to drop on Ruby, though. He's on top of the factories. That's actually not good. Okay, his own units are not too far away, so he should be able to get back. And, oh, what are those? He just suicided a lot of SCVs for that. But he drew the tank fire. Maybe not perfectly timed. Got an ad for Raid with a woman in fishnet stockings? It's probably one of the characters in the game, to be honest. Wait, he got his stuff back up in dropships to evacuate, and then C sent in more dropships, and now he's had to drop outside of his own base to fire into it. Two-shot process sharing memory was actually clever. The Amiga. Let's see. So let's see. I have i7. I've got 6 cores, 2.5 gigs each. Yeah, I've got 16 gigs of RAM. It says I have 40 gigs of virtual memory. My system info says I have 40 gigs of virtual memory. So I don't know where it's getting from, but I don't know if that matters. 30 plus gaming isn't as fun anymore. Screenshot on the front window. Am I gonna dox my computer if I show you guys this stuff? I don't think I will, right? There's no... I'm not gonna be showing my MAC address or anything, am I?
다른 판단이 낫지 않나라는 생각도 들거든요.
예, 지금 민창기도 가야죠.
예.
수비를 한번 했기 때문에 병력을 모아서 충분히 한번 찌를 수가 있습니다. 그걸 못 오게끔 하기 위해서 옆버섯이 계속 이렇게 들어오는 거예요.
네. 여기
숫자 공략.
예, 트윈 커맨드 센터 있는 쪽으로 들어왔는데 드랍십 하나 떨어진 게
드랍십 올 필요 없습니다. 이쪽에 민창기.
예. 드랍십이 이 세
올
개가
필요 없는데요. 이쪽은요. 다른 저 공격을 가야죠.
예. 시계 반대 방향으로
There we go.
돌리면 되거든요.
There's my stats.
해놓은 거 잘했네요.
차원치지 못하게 계속해 물고 들어진 연보성.
10시적 멀티서치가 지금 안 됐나요? 그쪽으로 가기만 해도 그냥 무조건 하나 들을 수 있는데요. 민창기.
네.
연보성 선수도 지금 확장기를 잘 따라가고 있어요.
예, 드랍십이 좀 떨어졌기 때문에 아까만큼 이렇게 무턱대고 이제 아주 호기 좋게
I might be too small to see it.
나옵니다. 그러니까 민찬기 선수는 상대방의 멀티 쪽에 드랍십을
야.
날리고 이득을 볼 수 있는 상황이라는 거죠. 여기다 병력 내리고 네, 마인 반응하고 난 이후에 병력 내리고 요거 잡아먹고 멀티 쪽으로
A console player. Well, luckily, StarCraft 64 is a console game, so it still counts.
아무것도 없어요.
자원싸입니다.
네.
안 가네요.
한번 접고 있죠.
I didn't see the speed.
상황인데 네, 병력 풀 드랍십으로 만들고 나서 갈 생각인가요? 예.
아까 연습해서 딱 수비
I don't know what the speed is of the RAM actually.
그 타이밍을 놓쳐버렸습니다. 그럼 빨리 이거라도 제거를 하고 위쪽 멀티를 가져가야죠.
네.
드랍을 통해 상대방의 병력을 정리하고 있는 민찬기 선수.
네.
연보성 선수가 지금
Whatever that means. I don't think it says on this page what the speed is.
라는 사실을 영호성 선수도 알고 있기 때문에 병력 중에 일부를 드랍십에 태워서
Oh well. Anyway,
12시 공략
not super important. You guys can insult my computer all you want, but it does what it needs to, and
지금 멀티 한두 군데 싸움이거든요. 결국
it's mobile, so I can cast from my car or from a hotel room if I need to,
내리는 작업을 하던가.
and it plays all the games I want. I'm happy with it. You're real in my heart, RTX 2070 laptop version. I believe in you, even if no one else does.
할수 있거든요.
그렇죠. 5시 좀 빼앗기는 듯 했다가 어느 정도 사수하고 꽤 자원 채취하고 있죠.
Because that's the thing. That's the thing, is in the end, if it does what I need it to, then
많이 따라오고 있습니다.
there's no worries. See, I don't even know what I'm looking at, Faraj, yet.
연보성에게 아픈 공격
You're like, look at the screenshot. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at it. I don't know what it means. I don't know what I'm looking for.
멀티가 뭐 4개로 갔습니다만 일단 스타팅 포인트를 먹었다라는 측면에서 민찬기 선수의 멀티의 질이 좀 더 높고
Well, we're getting into the stage of the TVT where the map is divided in half diagonally, so that's nice.
경기리 쪽으로 건재를 가져가게 11시 쪽 방어해주고 있는 연보성. 또 오는데요,
갈수
지금?
있어요. 드랍십이 이쪽으로 나왔기
그렇죠.
때문에 민창기가 드랍십 오면은 충분히 깰
This is like the Terran version of a recall.
자신의 앞바닥 쪽에 있는
Except the recall, you need, instead of one arbiter, you need 10 dropships.
이거 그렇다면 일단 한번 눈 감아주고 그 다음에 멀티 한 군데 날린다면은
There's a simple trick
이긴 거예요.
invented by a mom that you can use to make PC faster if it's disabled. What is the simple trick?
이쪽 경기 정리하는 백업 병력이 왔습니다. 백업 병력이 왔어요.
어떻게든 막아야 됩니다. 연보성 이쪽 막고
I don't think I have HW Info 64.
하나하나 정리해주는데 위치는 방어 라인이 아직까지 있습니다.
한번 깨지기 시작하면 끝이 없습니다. 그나마 아시할 수 없어요 멀티를요.
게다가 여긴 가스 멀티 아닙니까? 가스 멀티가 한 군데 날아간다라는 건 되게 좀 뼈아픈 거죠. 그리고 저 병력을 제거하려면
Yeah, I don't have that.
가야 되기 때문에 그 사이에 민찬기 선수는 뭐라도 하나를 더 할 수 있는 상황이라는 겁니다. 6시를 깨야 되는 말이죠.
센터 라인 잡고 연보성
네.
선수가 모두가 지금 방해를 하고 있는데 연보성
XMP profile.
이제는 정말 아주 중요한 포인트를 민창기 선수가 따냈기 때문에 오히려 연보성이 좀 확실한 공격을
Is that something I can get to in the system information?
병력과 함께 지금 와 있는 10시 병력 이거 다 밀어내야 됩니다.
탱크 둘만 내려와야 될 것 같은데요. 지금 여기
어.
공격 당해서 멀티 날아가는 건 안 좋습니다.
드랍십과 함께 밀어내야 돼요.
You can't get to it in the settings, like just the normal settings.
민창기 선수가 이제는 수비적으로 해도 되는 상황인 거죠. 붙일 수 있는 상황인 거죠.
Like control panel or something like that. There's like a helicopter over my house for some reason.
게다가 이쪽은 가스를 먹어야 되기 때문에 빨리 복구를 해야 되고 지금 12시 앞마당에 있는 병력 일부
We have to go into the BIOS.
는 안 당하거든요.
I am familiar with BIOS stuff, but I definitely can't go into the BIOS right now. That's for sure.
들어가고 있습니다. 민창기 선수에게 연보성이 지금 시간이 없어요.
I see. Interesting.
지금 센터 쪽에 병력 배치 계속 해놓고 있고 상대방의 확장기지 쪽으로 견제를 떠나고 있는 민찬기 선수예요.
10시 멀티를 다 먹은
Wait, Farajia, you're a writer, right?
이게 중요한 싸움인데 12시는 지금 도사
You're like a fiction writer by trade, aren't you? Did you used to work in IT or something, or
어려운 상황인 겁니다.
do you still work in IT?
해야 되는데 지금 수비에 급급해 있어요.
그렇죠.
Hobby programmer or something like that?
병력을 지금 막아내지 못하고 있습니다. 어떻게든 지켜내야 되거든요.
Or you just a computer nerd,
갑니다. 확장이
like most of us are?
하지만 비슷한 싸움을
It's funny. I actually heard that a lot of the pro gamers like didn't actually they played a lot of games, but they weren't actually necessarily good at computers. Like they are actually kind of computer illiterate for having spending all their time on computers. It's kind of funny. Like one time Nara went in there and he had to have someone help him plug in his keyboard. You know, super duper pro gamer and he doesn't really know how to plug in a keyboard into a computer.
5분 뒤 더 달라요.
So sometimes gamers are not necessarily computer people.
그러다 보니까 지금 벌처가 계속 나쁜 겁니다. 연봉 선수가 가스가 좀 모자라서. 이쪽 골리앗 탱크거든요.
벌처를 집어넣으면서 밀어내보려고 하는데
I feel like I've gotten a decent amount of computer knowledge and experience over the years just by virtue of, you know, if you want to play a game, you have to get your computer to work. So you have to learn stuff to do it. Oh! He's gonna take over, and it's divided in half diagonally, but now Ruby is starting to encroach on this corner and take over a little bit more than his half, maybe. I would sack computer skills to be a programmer. True. Same. You know what I just realized is I've been streaming for a long time.
여기를 다시 뺏는 것 자체가 중요한 게 아니에요.
We're gonna do. I think I'm gonna sign off after the stream, after this game, because the game is still going. I don't think it's gonna end anytime soon. So by the time it ends, I'm gonna be ready to go. So I'm just gonna pop this up preemptively. Whenever this long TVT ends, we're gonna do a chat craft and then we'll call it a night. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna probably play some more Assassin's Creed later. I'm having one of those days. It's just been one of those days, man. Like one of those days where you just kind of feel like kind of a little bit down and sad, you know? And usually when that happens, I just like to play some games, you know? Zone out, not think about anything, play some games. Maybe I'll play, you know, maybe I'll go back on for a second stream later and do a Darkest Dungeon stream or something. RAM is usually sold with a speed label. Yeah, I've heard of that. Default, it runs lower. You have to enable XMP to run at the advertised speed. Oh. Why would they turn that off? Is it like an overclocking thing where it's gonna overheat the RAM or something? Like why would it be off? So is that something where if I just load it into the BIOS and I look for XMP, I can just check it on? Oh, so it is an overclock. Okay. Yeah. Well, so it's tested to run at that speed, but it doesn't it kind of reduce the longevity of things if you overclock it, basically? If so, I don't need my computer to be faster, so I might as well leave it off until unless I find something that I need more power out of, you know. It doesn't affect the lifespan? Yee! What's up, Hella Bacon? Oh my dog, oh my dog, oh my dog. Hella Bacon up in here, borking for pork. We were just talking earlier about how a big study that came out a couple years ago showed that bacon and other processed meat products are pose a significant risk of significantly increased risk of heart disease to people that eat it regularly. Just so you're aware of that. So you may want to have less Hella Bacon. Unless you don't care about how long you live and you just want to enjoy it and eat bacon. I guess that's one thing too. Just land in a acai bowl? Nice. There you go. Wait, is acai is a fruit, right? So what's it? Is an acai bowl like just fruit and like what, some oats or something like that? Did he just suicide those SCVs, or was he trying to transfer them and they died? I appreciate that, Faraji. I appreciate it. And what I might actually do then is I might look in the BIOS and see, especially if I'm going to be doing something like processing big videos or something like that. Maybe the extra speed could help me in that case. But usually I don't need the extra speed because I don't really play a lot of like brand new fancy high-end games ever. Well, thank you for the tip. XMP. I could probably mess around with the. If I go on the BIOS, I can probably futz around with this. I'm used to BIOS enough. I can just click through and find where it says that, see if it's on or not. Or I could get this HW Info app, I guess. But I wonder if on my other computer, I had another hardware monitor installed. It was like an NVIDIA hardware monitor. Would that have something in it that would show that those kind of speeds or whatever?
왔어요.
그렇죠.
센터에서 어정쩡하게 있는 것보다 그냥 모인 병력 가지고 저 12시에 있는 탱크 라인 밀어내는 게 나을 것 같은데요.
Mail the videos to you and you'll process them for me.
시작하죠.
근데 아직 숫자가 안 되기 때문에 연보성이 지금 하고
아,
있어요.
위쪽이 중요하다는 거 아닌데 위쪽으로 좀 보내고 있어요, 지금요. 방어태세 갖춰놓고
Sounds like a good plan.
자, 확실하게 이쪽 라인을 밀려서는 안 돼요.
네, 야마토 완성이 되면 연보성이 먼저 움직일 것 같거든요.
네.
예,
연보성이
완성됐네요. 일단 쏘고
먼저
있습니다.
준비했기 때문에
네,
둘드롭이에요. 먼저 준비했기 때문에 둘드롭이에요.
탱크 라인은 그냥 무너집니다.
Lifespan will always be affected by heat. It's just that it will always
내려오고 있죠.
네.
outlast the economical life of the computer anyway. Oh.
선수에게 호기입니다. 먼저
Oh, interesting. So
한차프 먼저 내다봤다라는 것들 사실 때문에
there's no reason logistically, realistically not to overclock then.
벌처를 정리하고 있고
That goes for the CPU also, huh? Okay.
그래서 이런 식으로 전황을
Interesting.
가끔 최대한 많은 정보를 좀 주고 있고요. 또 신호도 거두고 있습니다.
I mean, and you can just, one of the reasons I was looking at this a little bit with my other computer is because I was trying to pimp it out a bit, and I was like buying fans and stuff, and
연보성 선수 한 6기 정도 동시에 될 것 같은데요.
I got the thing to make sure I had enough fans in the computer to actually cool it off, because I packed it into a smaller case and done some upgrades and stuff like that. So I was like, let me just double check to make sure the internal temperature is doing good. Oh,
먼저 살겠다라는 장점을 좀 살리는
there's a lot of dropships.
그 장점이 센터에서 그냥 센터에 서 있는 것보다 그렇죠. 어디든 계속 이렇게 여기 그렇죠. 배틀 군수공장 부수는 것도 좋은 거죠.
그렇죠.
드랍십을 태워서 병력도 이쪽으로 올 수도 있기 때문에
Yeah, it's funny. I can tell when my computer is warm a little bit, because if I have a root beer and it's got a little soda left in it, and I put it right here next to my computer, next to the fan, the warm air blowing on it in the course of like 5 minutes will heat up the little bit of root beer that's left in the bottom. It's kind of funny. I'll take a drink of my cold root beer at the last swig, and I'll be like, oh, that's actually warm. That's a lot of battle cruisers. Well, it's actually not that many battle cruisers, but it's a significant amount of battle cruisers. We're in the BC versus BC portion of the game. Oh, but their battle cruisers are on different parts of the map, so there's going to be some counterattacking going on.
그렇죠. 가서 때리는 건 마저 때리는 게 낫습니다. 저기까지
How old is the laptop? It was brand new when I got it
돈은 있으면 쉽게 만드는
18 months ago.
돈이 있어도 다시 주게끔 만들어 주면은 좋은 거 아니겠습니까?
But it might be a little bit older model than that or something like that, but it's relatively new.
배틀크루저 역시나 왼쪽으로 돌면서 그렇죠. 가서 멀티 다 빼셔야 돼요. 그리고 여기 멀티 하고요.
Overclock tuner XMP. Okay.
상황이 조금 더 나은 상황이냐라는 생각을 지금에서는 해볼 수가 있는데 배틀은 연보성이
Oh, and so it would say like overclock tuner off, and you would switch it to XMP or something.
본진
Okay.
쪽과 위쪽에 12시 앞마당 확장 기지를 내주는 조건하에 들어갔던 공격이 지금은 막혀버렸기 때문에
Well, maybe I'll go pimp out my computer and overclock it a bit.
돈은 있기 때문에 12시 쪽에다가 그냥 스타포트 2개 3개 올려갖고 배틀크루저 확 따라오면 그만이거든요.
이제는 결정을 확실히
My other computer, which I haven't set up yet, is a lot older,
가져가면 무조건
but it's hard to tell how old it is because I just upgraded a bunch of stuff
부셔야 돼요.
2 years ago.
제일 좋은
New motherboard, new processor, new RAM.
살리기 위해서는 지금
The GPU is a couple years older than that, if I remember correctly. Albert Shulgin coming in with a bunch of Zerglings. Oh, got supply blocked.
올라가는데 민창기 선수 배틀을 보유하고 있어요.
I'll refund your blocked Zerglings though.
때문에 민창기 선수가 지겠지만은 이후에는 다르다는 거죠. 이쪽 멀티를 확보한 그 이후에는
What's up, Albert?
야, 야마토를 쓸 기회를 좀 지금 엿보고 있는 것 같은데
It's Yamato time.
물러나 있는 이런 상황이고요. 자, 배틀 프롬 먼저 찍고 머리 숫자가 한두 개라도 더 많을 때 승부를 봐야지. 이렇게 자원을 확보한 다 따라오지 않습니까? 배틀
Check and replace the CPU thermal paste in a couple months. Wait, that's a troll, right?
공격을 통해서 연보성의 역습을 당할 수 있습니다.
예,
스타포트 제거를 해주고 있는
배틀
연보성
내려가요. 배틀이 내려오면은 앞마당을 밀러 갈 겁니다.
No?
배틀 내려오면 안 되는데요, 민창기.
네.
You're supposed to replace your CPU thermal paste?
선수. 뒤쪽으로 붙고 뒤쪽에는 탱크가 지원 사격
I've never added extra thermal paste to a computer ever.
야마토 먼저 써야 돼요, 연보성.
야마토 대결이거든요. 이번 전투에서
Oh, in my laptop?
예, 여기 군수 공장 건들면서 공장 건물 건들면서 배틀 크루저가 이쪽으로 오는 판단 이런 것들은 굉장히 좋은데.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like I would have heard something about that. Oh, there's the Yamato battle. Uh-oh, I think C has more. C has more Yamatos. Ruby's trying to fall back to some turrets and some Goliaths. If he'd fought, yeah, he and C's not biting. He's not going into that turret fire. Sources? Why would I need to give a source for my information?
내줄 게 따로 있지 이게 지금 위험해서.
그렇죠. 이 상황에서
다 잡히면 탱크 전진당합니다. 연보성 전진해요.
ADC? Yeah, that's pretty high.
와, 지금 그래서 생각을 해보면은 그 민찬기 선수의 앞마당 쪽에 그 배틀 크루저 생산되는 기지를 연보성 선수가 드랍십의 탄 병력에 건드렸던 게
ADC is really high.
신의 한 수가 된 거예요. 그게. 거기서 민찬기가 이거 지켜야 되는데 저기 깨지면 도리서도 소용없잖아라는 생각에 손해볼까봐 배틀 크루저가 한 번 빠졌다가 올라왔는데 그 사이에 공략을 한 겁니다.
100C? Jesus. Oh no! What are you doing, dropships? He's just throwing them away, I guess? I'm not sure why he's throwing his dropships away.
이거 배틀 싸움에서 지면은 영원히 못 이기는 겁니다.
ADC isn't that high? Oh, I thought it was pretty high. I don't know a lot about it though.
예, 배틀크루저 나오기는 나와요. 지금 세 개씩 두 개씩 나오겠네요. 두 개씩.
It looks like I thought Ruby had the advantage. To be honest, I thought Ruby had the advantage because he has that. See that base right there. He had control of it, and he's not mining from it right now for some reason. I don't know why he's not mining from it, but he had control of that base,
나오고 있어요.
and he's kind of just losing the battle though.
한기가 계속 앞서가는 상황이 되고
I wonder if maybe it would be better to go with more Goliaths. Who wins if you have equal supply in battle cruisers and Goliaths and you just attack move against each other?
앞마당을 먹어야 민찬기 선수가 이후에 자원 보관해서 배틀크루저 역전을 할 수가 있는데 야 지금 배틀크루저 숫자도 많이 떨어졌고요.
예, 탱크 전진 터렛만 걷어내면은 됩니다. 터렛만 걷어내면은 이쪽에다가 커맨 센터 짓고 가스 먹을 수 있는 거는 연보성이에요.
네, 터렛 공사 들어가죠.
The one who gets the first shot? Well, the Goliaths are gonna get the first shot because they have range, unless you get some Yamatos off, I guess.
그렇죠. 여기도 지금 자원 거의 다 떨어져 가기 때문에 자원 하나입니다.
I think Yamato
탱크가 없어요. 민찬기 탱크
gun outranges
자리 잡고 내가 오는 병력은 야마토로 정리하는 이런 상황이 될 수 있거든요.
하나씩 하나씩 정리하고
outranges Goliaths. I think.
제거되면 배틀크 위에 떠 있어.
Maybe?
터렛과 다시 한번
Yeah, the Yamato range is really long.
예, 배틀 숫자는 거의 비슷하게 맞춰갈 수 있을 정도의 자원이 임창기 선수에게는 있었기 때문에 비슷하게 맞춰갈 수 있겠습니다.
Well, let's see. It would be let's say it was 12. It would be 12 Goliaths.
야마토 쓰면은
Would be 24 supply, right? And that's what 4 BCs. 4 BCs versus 12 Goliaths. I feel like the Goliaths win that. Oh, here's another Yamato battle. This is the final battle, I think. This might be the decider. Nope, he's backing off. Oh, he's got a vessel. He's going to try an EMP.
3분에 가까이 됩니다. 5분에 3분에 가까이 됩니다.
연보성은 싸워줄 필요 굳이 없고 일정 멀티만 확보하면 됩니다. 여기 멀티만
I think he might try and EMP that.
못 쫓아갔어요.
한 대여섯 지금 보내고 아래쪽에 골리앗 탱크 뒤로 한번 뺀 건데 자 붙죠. 자 골리앗 1.4
Yeah, see now he's got the Goliath switch, but C got the tanks to counter the Goliath switch. He's still gonna force him back.
배틀이 없으니까요. 끝난 거죠.
Yeah, I think Yamato outranges siege tanks because I've never seen a siege tank hit a battle cruiser when it's trying to Yamato cannon.
어차피 내가 이겼다라는 생각을 끝내기 위해서 골리앗
So it must just outrange it.
사거리 이용해서 어떻게든 이기를 보려고 하는데 연보성이 탱크가 옵니다. 센터저 왼쪽에 탱크 있었거든요.
배틀 싸움에서 다시 한번 패배를 거둔 민창기 선수.
That's a great emote, Albert.
민창기 선수가 너무나 아쉽습니다 이거죠.
Owl El Mayo.
커서 생각해 보면은 그
Owl Mayo, you might call it.
스타포트 에노드 스타포트 세 동을 드랍십 세 개, 네 개 타고 있는 병력이 다섯 번지면서 민창기 선수가
Oh man.
흔들리게 만든 게 연보성 선수의 신의 한
Well, it's been like 3 battles in a row that were like kind of crucial battles that C has won. And now he's got control of his 12 o'clock base and he's actually mining it. Whereas Ruby wasn't mining it before. So, Owl Mayo.
멈추고 탱크만 치면 됩니다. 네, 탱크만 치고가지고 골리앗만 얻으면 어떻게 할 겁니까?
Are all of your emotes owl based?
배트도 배트이지만 진짜 야마토 그냥 쓰겠으니까 이제는 배트 싸움을 안 해도 된다는 거 아니겠어요?
Do you stream, Albert?
정답이 아니었습니다. 얼마나 아쉽습니까?
Okay, I thought you did some. Check out this StarCraft stream from 2 days ago. And there's the GG. C finally bringing it home. Bringing home the win. GG. Only got 2 so far? Did you just recently get emotes or something? Scrubzerg. Don't know what we'll do are all your stream titles, it seems. Sounds like me if I was laddering. That's why I don't ladder. Not a big fan of C. Hey, we had 1,000 messages. All right. Why not? Not that I'm disagreeing. All right. This is going to be a close one. Let's see. The Terran has 0 units. Protoss still has this 1 Zealot. I'm going to move it over here. And Zerg has 8 sets of Zerglings. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wonder how this Chatcraft is going to go. What do you guys think? Any predictions? Any predictions on Chatcraft?
War field stabilized.
Wait a second! Wait a second! Not to reward you, coward. No, I freeze them at the end of the VOD, at the end of the game. If Protoss wins, Moltrap has to do a flat ground what? Hand flip? Okay, fair enough. Hold the phone though! Hold the phone! Phragia coming in with the resub for the tier 3 resub. With the Hero Tank Redemption. I should get this to play for that too, actually, shouldn't I? For the hero, for the tier 3. Where is it? Here we go. Siege tank. There we go. Shit just got real. Yeah, booty clapper. Yeah, everybody. I have to have a cutoff point.
Stabilized.
Uh-oh. I have to have a cutoff point at some point. So basically, when I put up the thing on the side, it says unit purchase ending. When the game ends, I pause all of it. Because otherwise people keep buying it while I'm trying to make the map and everything like that. But if people want to sub, and whatever after the fact, that's okay. Actually, almost at a hype train, but you know, it's okay. We're about to end the stream in a minute anyways. But Hella Bacon, thank you so much for the sub. Fraji, I do appreciate the support, other than just getting a hero tank. Much appreciated. The tier 3 for 5 months. I think you've been a tier 3 for like 3 months now too. That's awesome, man. Appreciate it. Hella Bacon, what unit would you like to add? You can add a tank, a Dragoon, or 2 Hydralisks to the mix, to the chat craft. Since you as your reward for subbing. Let's see. I don't think I can check the stats of this in this menu, can I? I have to wait till I get in game to check what the stats are of this the hero tank. No Archon. You want a Dragoon? Okay. So I'm just gonna add it on here. We'll scroll on up. Copy the Dragoon. Put it down here. Archon is for tier 2 sub, and then tier 3 you get a hero. Give him half of an Archon. And I'm gonna try and put the Zealot in the center. I don't know which way it's gonna go, honestly. I don't know which way it's gonna go. Actually, let's put the Dragoon over a little bit just to make sure it's like protected by the Zealot a little bit, okay? Archon at 50% HP. We could do that. We could do that. But, you know, full shields. 50% HP. I just realized that. Yeah, we'll knock it down to half HP. All right. Let's go. Hand flip deal is still active. Sure. Yes. I agreed to it. Although, I don't know. I'm going to have to, like, if that does happen. Wait, what did I agree to? Did I agree to a backwards hand flip or something? Flat ground. Okay. Yeah, flat ground. That's fine. It's your red Archon. I'm going to have to do it outside of my room and take a video because there's not enough room to do a hand flip on stream right now. So I'll have to like pay up later if that happens. All right, let's load it up though. This could be very, very interesting right now. We got Edmund Duke representing the Terran single-handedly trying to kill all the Zerglings and the Protoss. All right, so we got Edmund Duke, 400 hit points, vehicle plating 3, arc-light cannon damage 70, Dragoon, normal damage. Oh, Dragoons have 1 armor without any upgrades. I didn't realize that. Did not realize that. Phase Disruptor 20. So they're actually going to 2-shot Zerglings. All right, can Edmund Duke single-handedly win this? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Let's see. Wait, I got to switch to the right screen. Sorry. I was looking. I wasn't. Here we go. Dragoon's 4. Oh, that's right. You're right. Dragoon's 4-shot lings. That's right. Because of the damage types and everything. All right. We got a bunch of Zergy boys. 16 of them, right? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Got a little Protoss army. And Edmund Duke standing on his own for the Terrans. I don't know how this is going to go, honestly. I honestly have no idea how this is going to go. But, we might get another Terran win. We might get a double Terran win because of this. Oh, actually, the Protoss are all engaging the Zerglings. All right, Duke. Can Duke take on all these Zerglings by himself? He's one-shotting them, but he's down to 100 hit points. Oh, no! Too many lings! Too many lings! The Zerg take it. The Zerg take it. I thought he was going to last longer with 3 armor, but there was just too many of them. And the Zerglings even took out the Protoss first. I think it's just because the attacks, every single attack that Duke does, he's wasting half of his damage because he's overkilling. So Replay? We can do a replay, but the win still counts. Lucky Noob, Booty Clapper, and Albert Shogun coming in. Albert Shogun, not surprising with the Ling spam, getting in there with 900 minerals for the MVP, and the Zerg get another win on their way to the 420 wins. The tank shot the Zealot first. Alright. We'll do a reset just so we can watch it again. Just for funsies. 70 out of 2 is still 35. True, yeah. Okay, so that's actually true. I always forget about the damage types, to be honest. Alright. Wait. We have to wait till we get to the actual start of the battle. Hello? Okay. So... Whoop. Put it down to... We'll put it on slow speed. Actually, we don't have to zoom out, really. We'll just do this. Alright, here we go. Yeah, you're right. The tank shot the Zealot first, and then when the Zerglings engaged on the tank, he started shooting the Zerglings instead. 5 kills. 6 kills. 7 kills. It looks like he's going to do a little bit better in this replay. 8 kills. He's at 70 hit points. He's at 60 hit points. 40, 30. Wow. See, it actually came out closer in the replay. It came out closer in the replay. But the Zerg still barely pulled it off. Barely pulled it off. Which, I guess that means that, like, and that was even kind of worst case scenario where the Zerg attacked the Protoss entirely and then turned on the Terran. So, too many Lings. Too many. I want a refund. You're going to have to order a support ticket with Twitch. I don't have any control over it. All right. GG, guys. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I appreciate it. Why are SE replays different from real time? I don't know. And it has to do with the custom games specifically are broken. The triggers in the custom games are messed up in a different way, I think. So I don't know how it works, but basically, yeah, like the RNG is slightly different, so the commands are issued slightly differently. Anyway, let's see who is online. Let's just go ahead and raid Nayokin, I guess. Or actually, let me just double Nayokin. I love Nayokin. Let me just double check to see if there's anyone else that we want to give a little raid to. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. So obviously, Nayokin is a badass, and you can all go watch him. But we're gonna raid Dead Infested because he's a regular around these parts, mostly in Diggity stream, I think. Actually, is Dead Infested? Is he playing the? Isn't he a regular on Diggity stream, right? Anyway, we'll go check him out. I don't think he's super high level, but we'll go check him out anyways. Oh, he's an Artosis mod. Oh, that's where I recognize him from. Does he ever go on Diggity stream also? Then bails. That's okay. I mean, you gotta, again, I try to help out people that don't have very many viewers. We can at least go check them out. If you check them out for a few minutes and you don't like them, you don't have to keep watching them. But I try to show some love to people that don't have as much. I don't have that many viewers anyways to pass along, right? So, but I'm probably gonna go watch Nayokin. I'll check out Dead Infested for a minute, and then I might go watch Nayokin, or honestly, I might go watch some Tarkov streamers while I eat some dinner or something like that. We'll see. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I might be back tonight or like tomorrow to do Darkest Dungeon stream, but I need a bit of a break. I might just veg out today because I'm just not feeling it, Anyway, But thank you all for joining me. I'll be back for more StarCraft on Wednesday at the very least, if I don't do any other streams between now and then. Thank you all for joining me, for hanging out. Much appreciated. It's always cool to hang out and talk StarCraft and computers and food and games and stuff like that. I'll see you next time.